We then correctively came back into the area and just started kind of pushing really slowly into it. And for me, once I saw a bearish push down, I took a safe stop like this. I was happy to take the trade. I want to jump on today and just talk through some further analysis on EURJPY. We discussed this in Monday's weekly forecast. If you haven't checked that out already, make sure you do. I'll put a link up here. Played out pretty much perfectly. I want to talk you through why we've entered the trade, how we took the trade, and what signaled me into the trade, and to hopefully give you a bit of an insight so you can catch these sorts of moves yourself. On Monday, we discussed the trap zone that was created by the news on Thursday. So there's a big news event on Thursday, which, as you can see, pushed price up, swept out liquidity to the left, and then pushed price down. Now, ideally, we would really like to see a break of that structure to really confirm bearish moves. But the impulse was bearish enough for me to consider it a zone that we want to trade from. There's a couple of things that we were looking at. This line here, this was a daily high. This is an area of liquidity that we want to be seen swept. And we had this area which was created by the news, which based upon my trading the trap theory, is an area which is very often swept by price. So it's one to watch out for. If you have these big moves that news creates, they're always quite attractive to price, and they are very, very often swept. Now, the basic analysis that I had in this zone is what I was expecting is a push into the zone, some sort of kind of false setup to go bearish, which, as you can see, we had quite clearly here yesterday. If you just drop down to 15-minute chart, you can see here we had quite a nice push into this zone. You might have even got a trade out of there, but for me, I was expecting this trap zone to be swept. The reason why I'm not trading that is because in order for me to trade this area, I need some liquidity to be swept before I get into the trade. So if we had this area here that could have been swept, then this would be a perfectly valid trade. But because there was no liquidity in this move down to be swept, and this is kind of internal range liquidity, I'm not interested in trading this bearish until we've got a push past a point of significant liquidity. And for me, it was that news high that was created there. Now, based upon the analysis that we had, what I was looking for is a push up, an initial kind of false move and break a structure, which we have here, initial false move, break a structure, and then a sweep of that liquidity, and then another bearish setup. Now, FOMC was tonight, had some good momentum in the marketplace, and it gave us a really, really clean setup. Because I knew this was approaching, I wasn't interested really in getting involved here. To be fair, on face value, I could have done, but it would have been quite easy for price to just, clear out some more liquidity before pushing down. So I wasn't interested in getting into that trade until we'd had the FOMC kind of impulse. And we had a really, really clear move here. We knew that after price had taken out this liquidity on this red dotted daily line, which is the news high, we knew that we were going to go bearish. And you can see here we had a really nice push up into it. Okay, we cleared out all this liquidity to the left, really nice push up, then some corrective price action. For me, this wasn't something that I was going to get involved with. What I want to see is I want to see a clear impulsive move to clear liquidity, and we had more liquidity generated there. And just before the news, as you can see here, we had a clear impulsive move that cleared liquidity. This move here to sweep is really, really important to any kind of liquidity-based trading strategy. And when we have a move like this that, really we don't want any more than 2-3 candles past liquidity point. We want it to have really clearly rejected from that point. As soon as we then start giving us our bearish structure, and we did have our MSU set up there, as you can see, we had one here. So there, MSU there. Okay, there's one MSU set up there, which is great. So manipulation. Like that. We also had another one here, which, as you can see here, push down, push up, push down, and then a manipulation, and then a big bearish move down. Ooh, let's get rid of that. Let's draw that on again. So push down, push up, push down, manipulation, and then a big bearish move. So that is another manipulation setup. Once we've had these liquidity sweeps here, especially if it's a sweep of a sweep. Those are really good ones, and we get this manipulation set up, we can get into this trade. Now, to be fair, if it wasn't for the news, we could have entered this trade just like that. Okay, and you know, we would have got an even tighter entry, which would have been fantastic. But ultimately, we got in after the news, and we still got our profits out. So for me, after I saw this push down, okay, with FOMC, I can see there wasn't any clearance of liquidity here. We didn't have any spike out like that, clearing liquidity, so I wasn't expecting that to get swept. We then correctively came back into the area and just started kind of pushing really slowly into it. And for me, once I saw a bearish push down, I took a safe stop like this. I was happy to take the trade. Now, I've taken out my first profits. I put a screenshot of those here. And now we're just holding down to the lows. So for me, I've got out of the trade 2R. I took a couple of positions on it, so it's about 4R so far. And now I'm at break even. I can just literally hold this all the way down to next profit, which would be at this daily level here. And then the final profits at that daily level down there. If we get down to there, we've got a lovely 10R trade. Let's see what tomorrow holds. And you know, really happy with this. Forecasted it at the start of the week. It's played out absolutely perfectly. And I'd really highly recommend, when you get into your trading, making sure that you plan these trades out, and when they happen, you make sure you action them. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Please check out the next video appearing up to the left or to the right. And as always, come over and have a chat over on my Instagram at StrongMoneyForex. I have a free Discord mentorship where I teach all of my strategy for free. Thank you.